You know, I still can't get over the fact that people who bought the Battlefield 5 Deluxe Edition got duped like that. So in this video, I'm gonna rank every Deluxe Edition in Battlefield history from worst to best, because over time, it seems like the definition of the Deluxe Edition has become something else. It used to be something for people who care about the product to get something in return. You know, you pay just a little bit more and get some awesome collector's items and whatnot back, and you'll see that in this video. So let's start with the big buster in this video. You already know which Battlefield Deluxe Edition is ranked as the very worst. It's the Battlefield 5 Deluxe Edition. This Deluxe Edition is just
buster, straight buster.
Like I said before, you will see in this video what Deluxe Editions used to be and what it is now. So let's look at what Battlefield 5 Deluxe Edition brought you. So the Deluxe Edition would set you back an extra 20 bucks or euros. 20, that's a third of the base price, just so you know. So that means that most people like me who pre-ordered the digital Deluxe Edition at launch paid about 90 euros. Now, I went over this before. In the Deluxe Edition of Battlefield 5, you pretty much get nothing of value. Of course, that's subjective, but most people agree, at least comparing to the $20 you extra invest in. So what do you get? Physically, you get a different box art. The Standard Edition features a woman, I think that's the Bionic Lady, but I'm not entirely sure. And the Deluxe Edition has this male soldier display. This would have also been the case on the app icon on console. I'm talking about this image right here. I'm pretty sure that if you bought the Deluxe Edition, this image would show the Deluxe Edition box art as well. Now, I think during the whole woman controversy back then, they changed it so that no matter what edition you buy, you have this image with the female. I don't really care about that, but I thought it was a funny detail. So what do you actually get extra in-game? Well, 5 days early access compared to the 11 days early access that Origin members got. I also heard you can get a Steelbook in certain places in the US, but I'm not entirely sure. You get to pick 6 out of 8 cosmetic outfits, that's what you see in the background right now, some special assignments, and 20 weekly airlift items. So you would think that those are full weapon skins or something like that, right? No, instead you get like a Red Tiger part for, let's say, 2 different weapons in total, I believe. So one week you get a Red Tiger iron sight for the STG or something like that, and next week you get a Red Devil pistol grip. So obviously a disgusting insult to people who paid 20 extra bucks for the Deluxe Edition. And to make it even worse, Origin members who didn't pay nearly as much as Deluxe Edition holders got a silver plated M1911, which looks really cool, that Deluxe Edition owners didn't get. Okay, so now we got Battlefield 5 out of the way, let's go over the next couple of Deluxe Editions rather quickly. Next up on the list we got the Battlefield 1 Deluxe Edition, or its official name, the Early Enlister Deluxe Edition. Despite if you think that Battlefield 1 is an awesome game or not, I came to realize when making this video that the Battlefield 1 Deluxe Edition isn't all that much better than Battlefield 5. It's better, don't get me wrong, but not by that much. So for the Battlefield 1 Early Enlisted Deluxe Edition, you get, again for 20 extra bucks, the Red Baron pack, which is the Red Baron plain skin, the Red Baron PO8 skin, and the Red Baron emblem that nobody cares about. You also get the Lawrence of Arabia pack, which comes with the Lawrence of Arabia skin for the SMLE, which is a subtle but nice looking skin, Lawrence of Arabia Black Horse, pretty cool but not as cool as the level 10 White Horse. Some kind of melee weapon, and again a stupid emblem. And you also get a skin for each of the behemoth at launch, so the Dreadnought, Airship and Armored Train. It's not that bad, you know, because unlike the Battlefield 5 items, these actually feel like limited edition items in game. You know, for example, the Lawrence of Arabia SMLE is not a skin for that weapon that you can choose, but rather a whole new weapon that you have to select, which also shows in the kill cam, which is pretty neat. Though for $20 it's not that amazing, but not terrible. Up next is the Battlefield Hardline Deluxe Edition. Again, this one is kinda weird because of the in-game items, but back at launch it only cost you an extra 10 bucks. So much better than Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, 20 extra bucks for their Deluxe Edition. So with the Battlefield Hardline Deluxe Edition you get, again for 10 bucks extra instead of 20, 10 golden battle packs and 3 special battle packs. That's it. Gold battle packs are self-explanatory, but the 3 special battle packs each contain 1 weapon, the ACR, the Car 556 and the LA-582. Now I'm pretty sure you can also grind for these weapons with the standard edition of the game, but I'm not entirely sure, so if someone knows please let me know down below. The ACR is amazing in Battlefield Hardline. So this comes a little bit close to pay to win territory if you can't unlock these weapons with the standard edition. Oh right, apparently you also can get a themed money clip. Pretty childish, but whatever. Obviously only with a physical copy, but I haven't seen anyone with this thing, so maybe only in selective retailers or whatnot, but yeah. So anyway, not great. If these weapons are exclusive to the deluxe edition, then it's kinda worth it, but if not, then not really. But then again, like I said, it's only 10 bucks extra, which is pretty fair in my opinion. Up next, we got some very standard deluxe editions of different Battlefield games. These are all on the same spot for me, so I'm just gonna name them after each other. First up, Battlefield 1942 Deluxe Edition. This comes with the base game, obviously, and free access to the Road to Rome expansion pack. So I think you save yourself 5 or 10 bucks with the Deluxe Edition if you're planning on getting the Deluxe Edition back then. Also the Battlefield 2142 Deluxe Edition, same story as the Battlefield 1942 Deluxe Edition, you get free access to the first expansion pack of that game called Northern Strike, so the same deal in terms of value. And this also goes for the Battlefield 2 Deluxe Edition. You get free access to the Battlefield 2 Special Forces DLC, they all have pretty much the same value. Pay a little bit more at launch and you get the first DLC for free. Nothing special really, technically it's good value, but you're not getting anything to show off in game or something like that, you know, not a collector's item. And as far as I know, Battlefield Vietnam didn't have a deluxe edition, and if it did, I'm betting it is pretty much the same deal as these 3 Battlefield games. Next up, we're gonna get into some better quality deluxe editions in Battlefield games. On this spot we have the Battlefield 4 Deluxe Edition. This came with 3 golden battle packs, free access to China Rising, the game's first DLC pack, and apparently, I'm not sure, but with physical copies you could get a Steelbook, and you could also get a pair of dog tags if you were fast enough, so that's pretty cool, for I believe only 10 extra bucks. Now to me, that seems like a pretty good deal. 3 battle packs are kind of forgettable, but the free expansion and the Steelbook are pretty cool extras for big fans. However, if you were to buy premium and you don't really care about the Steelbook or dog tags, then I guess it's not really worth it, but hey, that's why it's not at the top spot. But I mean, that's why there are also different versions of the game, right? If that's the case, you can just buy the standard edition with premium, simple as that. Also, let me know down below, knowing what Battlefield 5 is today, you know, with free DLC if you can call it that, what would you rather have? Premium like in past Battlefield titles, or what we have now in Battlefield 5? Let me know down below. Okay, we arrive at the top 3. I personally think, depending on who you ask, that these 3 deluxe editions could change places, but these are definitely the top 3. So on number 3 we have Battlefield Bad Company 2. Now this is a confusing one because as far as I know you have a Battlefield Bad Company 2 limited edition, which is what we call now a deluxe edition, but you also have a Battlefield Bad Company 2 deluxe edition. But I think, and again please correct me if I'm wrong, I think the deluxe edition came after we got the Vietnam DLC pack, so the deluxe edition was simply the base game and the Vietnam DLC combined. So I think at launch the limited edition is the one we have to look at. So with the Battlefield Bad Company 2 limited edition, you got simply 6 in-game items. These are not amazing, 4 of them are simply fast unlocks because you can get them as well by playing the base game. These were improved armor for the main battle tank, motion sensors for the main battle tank, alternate fire for the tank, and a tracer dart. You get these instantly when playing the limited edition of the game. But you also get 2 exclusive weapons, the M1A1 Thompson SMG and the M1911 pistol. This was a nod to Battlefield 1943 that came out the year before, so that's pretty cool. These were not great weapons, so you cannot really call it pay to win, but they were pretty cool. Now I believe eventually you could unlock these guns in the base game as well, but I don't know the chronological order of that, so take that with a grain of salt. Also, as a side note, not related to the limited edition of the game, if you pre-ordered, you would get access to the AKS-74U, and if you were a veteran, you would unlock the M1 Garand. Again, I think the limited edition for Battlefield Bad Company 2 was an extra 10 bucks. But now for the number 1 spot, the very best deluxe edition of a Battlefield game in Battlefield history, and I might be a little bit biased here, is the original Battlefield Bad Company Gold Edition. Now let me tell you why this is my top pick. First of all, it's not called Deluxe Edition, it's not called Limited Edition, it's called Gold Edition, which is not only a cool sounding name, it's also obviously based on the game itself. A big part of Bad Company 1 is gold. The B Company squad in the single player campaign are after some sweet gold. And in the multiplayer, when playing Rush for example, you don't blow up MCOM stations but rather gold crates. So that's pretty awesome if you ask me. Also, this Steelbook is just absolutely amazing. Look at it, raised edges, this beautiful matte finish, probably one of the best steelbooks out there. You also get a free poster, which is pretty cool. Obviously, I'm gonna keep it in the box, and as for in-game items, you get instant access to 5 max rank weapons, all for different classes. These are the AN94 for the assault class, the XM8C for the specialist class, the VSS for the recon class, the MG3 for the support class, and the SPAS 15 for the demolition class. Yes, you had 5 different classes in Battlefield Bad Company 1. And finally, only with the Gold Edition, you got an exclusive behind the scene video, you know, the making of Battlefield Bad Company 1, and also 8 strategy videos for some of the multiplayer maps. Now, you might think, well, that's not really that interesting, I could just look them up online. Well, remember, that's true, but this is 2008 we're talking about. YouTube wasn't that obvious of a choice, you know, so I think that's pretty cool. And these strategy videos actually had some decent information in them, like hidden routes and stuff like that. So yeah, this was my list for the worst to best Battlefield Deluxe editions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down below what your list is, and I see you guys next time.